Listen, I did an interview with Steve Green, who's a great loan officer and an unbelievable strategist when it comes to understanding marketing. It's on our InRep Facebook page, so if you'd like to check it out to learn something about your business, give it a shot. All you have to do is click this banner right over there. So new single-family starts in 2021 expanded at the fastest growth rate since 2013. Bet you didn't know that now, did ya? This is according to the National Association of Home Builders analysis of the Survey of Construction. The 2021 single-family starts rate at 1.13 million units was 14% higher than 2020, and that was the highest total since the Great Recession. In spite of what you might think, what I think, starts on new homes are through the roof. But it's not just starts, it's where starts are happening right now. Now, in the West out here where we think everything is the highest cost markets in the country, right? Washington, Oregon, and California, we've seen 106,240 starts this year. Massive numbers, right? Now, in the Southeast, that does not include Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, or Mississippi. They've got 375,281 starts, over 3 times what we have out here in the West. Now, you want to know where people are moving? Let's put it this way. Between Texas and Florida and all the way up to West Virginia, 648,672 starts, dwarfing the rest of the country combined. Where are people moving? They're moving south, 6 times as high as what they're doing out here in the West. Now, why are people moving, migrating to the SEC? It ain't football, my friends. You figure it out. I mean, one of the reasons could be framing wood is back down to reasonable levels. Did you know that 1,000 board feet has gone from over $1,600 all the way down to $600? It's cutting the cost of framing a house in 2/3. So maybe it's that. But then again, maybe it's not. You let me know what you think down in the comments. According to a survey from LendingTree, across the national's largest metro areas, mortgage denials for African Americans is twice that of the overall population. To exacerbate the situation, the appraisal firm 2020 Valuations, and again, Loan Depot, are being sued for an appraisal that came in 60% lower than the subsequent appraisal that was done later when the house was whitewashed. Now, it's alleged that between April 2020 and June 2021, Connolly and Mott, the family in question here, after taking out a $30,000 home equity loan, made investments in the house, including $35,000 to remodel their club room and $5,000 on a tankless hot water heater, amongst other upgrades. Now, the couple believed that this work would increase the value of the home above its pre-improvement value. But here's the deal, guys. I don't know if anyone knows this, but a club room has basically no value at all. Not outside of the square footage, which was presumably already there. It's not a bedroom with a closet, it's not a kitchen with a stove, and it ain't a bathroom with a toilet. A game room is just like a really wide hallway. That's it. Now, as for the hot water heater, I mean, the last time I checked, all homes need to have hot water heaters. That's not an upgrade. Think pools, people. If you put a $50,000 pool into your house, you're not getting $50,000 worth of value out of it. Maybe $10,000. But here's the good thing. It just so happens that in the case of the low appraisal, the gentleman who owns this house in question is a history professor at Johns Hopkins University, is considered an expert at redlining. I mean, what are the chances? It's just uncanny, I tell ya. This is another nail in the coffin for the appraisal profession, guys. I'm telling you, when we become completely reliant on automated values for real estate, it's gonna crash and burn. You're taking the actual intelligence, not the artificial intelligence, but the actual intelligence out of appraising. And with all that actual intelligence, so goes that geographical competence that real people bring to the table. Now, as far as this appraisal goes, it's on a busy street. Do you adjust 2% or 10% for being on a busy street? What is it? That's what these two appraisers did, and it was a big difference now, wasn't it? They also pulled comps from 2 different markets. Which is the right one to pull from, guys? Do you know? I don't know, and an algorithm wouldn't know either. So are we comfortable that we're just assuming that there's no other reason for the opinion of value other than racism? It's a lofty accusation that, if proven wrong, becomes very difficult for a firm or a company to walk away from. See, before we make a decision, I'd like to hear from both appraisers, because the assumption is that the person who did the first appraisal had a racist axe to grind. We don't know that. Perhaps it's the second appraisal with the second appraiser who had their own axe to grind with a different agenda that is furthered by a more than generous appraisal. Again, I just don't know. Drawing conclusions seems like an irresponsible place to be. I mean, think about it. With these automated appraisals, listen, guys, Zillow relied completely on an algorithm, right, for their AVMs, and how did that work out for them, guys? So what makes you think it's going to be any different this time around with Fannie, Freddie, and Ginnie? Well, I'm telling you right now, it ain't. Junk in, junk out, my friends. Make it a great day.